Look at the doggy over here being all cute. Look at you, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and start up the thingamabob. So, you know, Paper Mario was one of those games that, hey look, there's all the chat from when we were covering Sora and Smash and whatnot. So, Paper Mario is one of those games that was on my mental to-do list of like, one day, eventually. I'll do it one day. I don't know when that day is gonna be, but I'll do it eventually. This needs to be turned down a lot, I think. Hold on, let me go into my settings there and turn that down. And turn it down here, too. That's what I do. Yeah, click onto it. So, is that audio level good? Gosh darn, I should have properly tested this before doing this. I'm going into it completely unprepared. Let's adjust it down to about here. Does this seem like a good audio level? Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Adjust it down 2 more decibels. I'm sorry that I'm an unprepared maniac. It was on my mental to-do list of like one day. I'll do it one day. I've got a bunch of other games to do right now, but I'll do Paper Mario one day. One day I want to have the whole Paper Mario series covered and the whole Mario and Luigi series covered. Both fun RPGs. But plans change. That one day suddenly had to become really, really soon. Because I'm in a bit of an interesting situation. Nintendo 64 Online is releasing very soon here. And here in Canada, it's going to cost for an individual plan $65 for the excess privilege of playing games that are like twice the age of half of Nintendo's consumers. So, there's that. But if I wanted to play Paper Mario on my Switch like that, I actually can't. I actually can't go with an individual membership because I use a family plan with 7 other people. By the way, this is an HD texture pack by MasterKillua, and I'll credit that all in the description and whatnot and all that fun stuff. So we get to play this like looking much nicer than the original looked anyway. But because I'm in this family plan, I have a full group of 8 people, so we all just split the cost of the family plan rather than having like our own individual plan, so it saves us a bunch of money essentially. So, because I'm already doing that with 7 other people with a basic plan, I can't just upgrade to the higher plan if the others don't want to do that. I don't really want to do that, and the others don't really have any interest in that either. So if I wanted to play Nintendo 64 games on my Switch, I'd have to basically put up the whole family plan price myself, which here in Canada is $100. So whenever Paper Mario releases, so here's the texture pack, by the way. It looks pretty cool. But if I wanted to play Paper Mario on my Switch, I'd literally need to pay $100 to do so, is the thing, after that becomes available. So, that's my predicament. So, and I know that the freaking Nintendo ninjas are, like, super crazy about stuff a lot of the time. I figured if I decide to play Paper Mario on my PC like this, on emulator with a texture pack like this, the Nintendo ninjas really wouldn't like that if I had the option to pay for it on my Switch. If I had the option to pay $100 to play it on my Switch. So I thought, what if the option isn't there yet? What if I play Paper Mario on my PC before it's even possible to play it on the Switch? Then what are they gonna hold me accountable for? You know, is my mindset. So, my idea of covering Paper Mario one day at some point in the future, all of a sudden it just got a timer attached to it. Paper Mario is one of the ones that isn't going to release with Nintendo 64 Online. I believe the main service releases on the 25th of October. And Paper Mario is one of those games that releases at some time in the future, whatever that means. So, I have a time limit on this playthrough in my eyes. I have a time limit of until at some point in the future to do my full playthrough of Paper Mario on my computer here before Nintendo wants to start charging me $100 to play it on my Switch. That's the predicament I'm in. So even though this month is already pretty crazy and I already have a lot of other games going on, my hands are tied. I'm playing Paper Mario now. I didn't think that I was going to be playing Paper Mario this year and starting this series this year, but plans change. blame Nintendo for this. This is my testing save file. As you can see, just like 16 minutes and I was just running around and trying things out. Time to make a new file. I made this layout for it earlier today. What'd you think of it, this layout here? I slapped on the only for Nintendo 64 at the bottom because I wanted to put something in that space, and putting that there kind of cracked me up, I'm going to be honest. it's gonna piss someone off at Nintendo if they ever catch wind at this either way. So yeah, that's my situation. I have a time limit of until at some point in the future arrives. Is there enough space for Harmonia? Heck yeah, there is. Just barely, just enough character space. I'm used to playing so many games where it's always like one character space too few. So I haven't played this game before. I've played The 1,000-Year Door, and I love that game. I adore The 1,000-Year Door. Like, I didn't own a lot of GameCube games because I never owned a GameCube. I owned a Wii, and the Wii was back compatible, so I could play GameCube games. So I only had like a very small handful of GameCube games that I heard were really good, and I picked up Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door. And oh my goodness, I freaking love that game. That game was so dang good. And I hear that the original is like in the same kind of style as well. So I've been meaning to play this game for a very long time. I never have, and I've wanted to. And this also, again, with this being a texture pack, is going to look way better than it did in the original. When we start moving around, I can show you turning off the texture pack and turning it back on again to show exactly what it looks like. So we get to look at something real schnice here. It's a lot more modern looking for the Paper Mario games this texture pack is style around. Mario, we got a letter from Princess Peach. Tell me, Luigi. Tell me all the things. Speak to me, the Tome of Truth. I'll read it to you, okay? Yes. Speak it to my ear, Canas. Alright, let's see. Hi, we've been trying to contact you about the extended warranty on your car insurance. I mean, I'm throwing a party at my castle today. Woo! Party on! There's gonna be crazy drinks. Everyone's gonna get hammered. Mario and Luigi, I would be honored if you both could attend. Many guests from distant towns are hoping to meet you. Distant towns? Not like kingdoms or anything like that. Just, I guess distant towns does still make sense in this context. Be tasty sweets and all kinds of entertainment. I hope to see you there soon. Sincerely, Peach. When I first designed this layout, I designed it so that, you know, this image here was all the way to like the top and bottom. But then I found out that the main text boxes actually reach out into the black space, that like there is black space on the top and bottom that is still considered the game, apparently. And we'll start noticing this the moment that there's like 4 text boxes and stuff. So in case anybody's wondering why there's a black bar at the top and bottom of the game, that's why. Like, the bottom one isn't needed. I just tried to make it look even with the top one so it looks better, because the top space is used whenever a text box shows up, because reasons. Like, look, it crops out of the screen. I don't know why the actual game world itself couldn't have just extended that much farther out, but I guess that was things about the time. I guess that was stuff about the time. Magnificent castle. Never get used to this place. Looks like lots of guests are already here. It sure seems like. So, yeah, that's the reason why there's black spaces off the top and bottom. Say, Mario, why don't you go see Princess Peach? I'll go later. I'm thinking I'll mingle for now. You see, Mario, I'm quite single and ready to mingle. If you press A in front of the door up there, you can open it. But you can't quite be single and ready to mingle like I am. What's that, Daisy? I don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, so yeah, the texture pack here is what we're going to be playing most of the game in. I can show you very briefly what it looks like without. If I go ahead and turn it off like that, this is what it'd be looking like. And it does have its own charm to it, but I also do kind of like the charm of the more modern look. So that's what we'll be running here. Again, if anybody else wants to try out this texture pack, there will be credit in the description and whatnot. My Project 64 is like weird, and I have to like reselect my folders every time for where the texture pack is. So I'm not gonna do like a back and forth comparison like this a whole lot, considering I have to reselect what folders they're in each time. I don't know if my Project 64 install is just like cursed or something, but there's that. So if I go through these doors, are there gonna be paintings like in Mario 64, I wonder? Doesn't seem to open. Darn it. No paintings to jump into this time. So yeah, I've played the 1,000-Year Door. I never played Super Paper Mario. I never wanted to play Super Paper Mario because of how different it was. I heard people said that it was like fun, but in a different way, apparently. And as we go through this Paper Mario series, like, I'm sure I'll get there eventually. I mean, I'm gonna be very much taking my time going through the Paper Mario series. This is the only one that I'm bum rushing to do right now because of the freaking time limit that I've basically got. But I never played Super Paper Mario. I think the next one was Sticker Star on the 3DS. I played that. I hated it. I couldn't bring myself to beat that game. I got so bored out of my mind. we'll do it on this channel. It's been a long time since I played that game. So who knows? Maybe I'll play it nowadays or years down the line, however much time we take to get to that point in the series. And maybe I'll love it. But I remembered really not liking it. And then there was Color Splash on the Wii U. There was also Paper Jam. Like, I plan on covering both, as I mentioned before, I plan on covering both Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi. And I'll try to, like, coincide getting up to Paper Jam at the same time because it's, like, kind of both. So Paper Jam will be part of both my Paper Mario playlist and my Mario and Luigi playlist. And then after that was a Color Splash? And then there was Origami King on the Switch, which I heard a lot of people enjoy, but it's still so different and stuff. Like, I'm okay with games trying out completely new formats and stuff like that. Like, more games should have the courage to try that kind of thing. Like, cases like Breath of the Wild, for example, something so vastly different instead of, you know, game IPs that just release the exact same thing every time. But the Thousand Year Door was so good with what it had, and seemingly Super Paper Mario seemingly has as well, from what I hear. And when all the weird other things you're trying are things like stickers and you're rotating boards and all this weird stuff and something completely different each time, it's like, is that the right kind of different? I don't know. We'll find out when we get that far in the series over the course of years. This is gonna be the only playthrough I bum rush. When we eventually cover the other Paper Mario games, I'll be taking my time with those. The plan. Hi, silly doggy. How are you doing? I have the doggy cam right now because it's late at night. Oh, Mario, you came to the party to see me. You're so sweet. Thank you. Heart emoji. I was just resting a bit. It gets tiring greeting all those guests out there and getting so dang drunk. Have you seen the drinks they have out there? Nobody will bother us here. Shall we relax and chat? Just the two of us? He's like, yes, I love chatting. Yes, please. It was a lovely date today, so I'm sure it's comfortable out on the balcony right now. Would you accompany me, Mario? Balcony's gotta be somewhere else, not... Yeah, I was about to say it's definitely not out that window. Oh, no. It's the, I don't know. The Smash community is rolling up. They heard that there was a local going on here. How do you build something like that in secret? I wonder what Bowser's, like, construction workers get paid. It's probably something incredible. Probably be a really great job to have. Probably be a pretty hard job, but you'd probably easily be making triple digits right there. Just secretly make a flying fortress under a castle. Like, if you're not getting paid the big bucks for that, then what the heck? You're all right, Mario. What in the world was that? An incredible, masterful work of architecture, I guess. Look, Mario, it's still daytime, isn't it? But I can see stars outside. We must be up to super duper high then. Through a lot of atmosphere. Surprise! I hope you had insurance before I broke that window. Look, I'm no sea Princess Peach. Bowser, this can't be. It was you who made the ground shake just now, wasn't it? Whatever did you do? Did you not look outside this entire time? Yeah, that was me. I've lifted your castle up into the sky. It's sitting on my castle now. Weren't expecting that, huh? This castle's under my control now, my dear. Now you will obey me. What? It's Mario! What a shock! Oh no! Anyway, not really. I expected you to turn up right on cue. Just as annoying as ever. Fortunately for you, there's nothing you can do this time. Haven't you learned your lesson by now, Bowser? I pet the doggy in the meantime. Never defeat Mario. Why don't you give up already? True, I've had my problems in the past, but this time is different. This time, I'm gonna win. Okay, tough guy, let's go. Tutorial battle time. Hi, silly doggy. Mario, you can do it. Yes, I'm sure I can. What I'm more concerned about is not about beating Bowser, it's beating this game before this releases on the Switch. That's either here or there. Told that story already. Slap! He's gonna slap the shit out of me. Freaking. I don't think I can do like an extra jump right now. That must be like later. Unless you just can't. Unless it's like not like the Thousand Year Door in that sense or something like that. But I assume that you'd be able to do like double jump later. I'm pressing A and it doesn't do anything extra this time. Always fighting. Thorn in my side. Today, your pathetic little attacks won't beat me. Look at this thing I got in the thrift store. Take a look at this. Look at what I stole from Starhaven. It's a star rod. Power to grant any wish in the whole wide world. I basically have all the Infinity Stones, Mario. What are you gonna do about it? When I use the Star Rod to erase half the to increase my strength. Even you can't beat me, Mario. Swole is the goal! Grant my wish, Swole is the goal! Heck yeah, I'm Swole! Yes, I look exactly the same! How do you like that, Mario? They told me to go to the gym, I said no! I just need to believe I'll be Swole, and I will be, with the power of this thrift store. Is that all you got? How sad. You'd best take some vitamins, because that didn't hurt at all. Maybe you should take the same multivitamins I do. In fact, I have a few prescriptions. Would you like some advice on the ones that I use? Maybe you like them too. Now, just as I expected, Mario's no match for the new Rainbow LSD me. It's not even worth my time to toy with you. Time to end this. Here we go, Mario. Good night. Let me tuck you into bed now. A bed of fire! Noz! Could have ever seen this coming. I actually don't know the plot of this game, though. Like, I'm really going into this blind. Like, I've seen, like, the first 10-15 minutes from me testing out this other file and whatnot, making sure my inputs in the texture pack work and stuff like that. But apart from that, I'm going into this blind. I can't wait for when we get to the 1,000-year door, but for now I'm going into this blind. Should I turn up? Did I turn down the game sound too much? Should I turn it up a little bit? Every time I adjust the volume, it turns it off, so that's gonna be a little bit annoying, but that's neither here nor there. There was a time my hotkeys didn't even work. Like this kind of stuff, for turning things on and off, wasn't even working. But I got that working without having to click off the game, so that's good. That's good at least. Mario, get up. Oh yes, oh yeah, I did it! I finally did it. I'll be my old rival Mario. Yes! Congratulations on your victory, your viciousness. That's why you're the king. As long as I have this Star Rod, everything I wish will come true. No one can stop me now. Now to erase that pesky game fork knife that Bowser Jr. is addicted to. Well, I guess I might as well get rid of Mario. It's no good to anyone now, that's for sure. Trying to charge people $100 to play 20-year-old games. One's even older than that, even. No, Mario. That'll show him. Well, the guards came in there pretty fast. Yeah, we're falling. Ooh, he's pretty relaxed here. Yeah, she's probably not super impressed with how loud I'm being for, various voices here. So apparently it's called Refolded for the texture pack. That's the only thing I've changed here, is the textures with this texture pack. I don't have any other mods or anything. Are there mods for this game? Could you find? Let's not tempt myself. Let's not tempt myself, or else I'm gonna go deep into a freaking Paper Mario rabbit hole that I'm never gonna be able to recover from. You won't see me for like a week if I fall down that hole. Oh, so no, did the LSD spray that to me? Oh no. Hey, silly doggy. Maybe I partied a little too hard. Quick, take his money! Oh, thank heavens. At first I thought this was like an actual visual glitch, like something wrong with the texture pack, and I turned it off and it was still going on, and I looked up like a playthrough of the original, like straight up original game on original hardware on YouTube. And apparently that's just the way the text shows up. So there's that. Oh, thank heavens, he's been gravely injured. Thank goodness. But I think he'll recover. Dang it. But Bowser has a Star Rod. Now he's mightier than Mario. It's hopeless. All is lost. We can still take his money then. Everybody just calm down. As long as we keep it together, there's always hope. Now, our fate's on Mario's hands. We must try to revive him. Quick, give him an electric shock to restart his heart. Gather round, everyone. Send Mario your power. And by that, I mean shock his heart. Oh, that's it. That's all we can do right now, is just fart on him a few times. Mario, please get up, please. smells like a star fart. I can't stay here. Really sounded like something fell somewhere around here. Thank goodness he's paper so he can survive any fall. I mean, Mario I don't think would ever take fall damage anyway, because why would you ever have fall damage in a platformer, to be fair? So, oh, who could that be? This red shirt, this hat, and this mustache. You know, this really looks like the one and only Mario. It couldn't be, could it? The real Mario? Played by Chris Pratt, apparently? Hey, wake up. Come on, up and at him. Why would you have to say up and at him? Now I'm going to be thinking of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers for the whole rest of this game. No, he won't wake up. The power of his wallet being taken and stars farting all over him wasn't enough, apparently. Not like this. Oh, what am I going to do? Maybe I'll... Tad Goombario. Goombario, huh?